My 2007 iMac. It's got a dead hard drive in it. First keynote relative to the other videos I've watched online, the glass that has to come off the front. Yes, use a suction cup. That's not the fancy part. The fancy part is it's designed to be removed straight out of the chassis. Do not pry it out like it shows in all the videos, like the glass where a door opening in a door frame. You will do what I believe I did over here and slightly bend the chassis. I heard something creak. I hope it was just the chassis creaking and not the glass or LCD. Just wanted to log the order of the screws. You can see the holes they were taken out of up here. Screws laying around it. We've got them matched all the way around. It's hard to even see them in person. Should use a different background. This will all be edited. Alright, the only oddballs, at least to my eyeball, were these. I can't still not to focus. These extendo bolts that go into the bottom of the chassis on either side of the footplate. I imagine they must brace the front bezel to the footplate. So the chassis loose, and I'm going to show how the camera looks. I don't know if you can make it out. There's some wiring hiding in there. See that wiring lifting out there? I'm going to have to disconnect, I think, that little plug right there. Alright, so one more little note. I did not have a T7 Torx. I might have to do a picture of this. I don't know if this is going to come out. Right there. Aha. If I could undo those two T7 screws right there and there, that plug would come out and enable me to probably get the LCD off or most of the way off. But I do not have that, so that's why I'm opting for the tilt-up measure. So, a couple other footnotes. Yes, the memory door does have to come off in order for the faceplate to come off. You can make that out, it's a standard. To get the guts off, this is what it looks like. Sorry. In fact, let me give you a good pan. It was dirty as heck. I did get the vacuum out before I actually removed the faceplate. This is how it looked when I opened it up. Not quite as bad as I thought, but there's some dirt in there. Maybe you can make it out. There's definitely some dirt in there. So all I did was, again, different from how I've seen it done online. I did not disconnect the iSight camera there. You see that little white wire. The wire was all taped up at the connector, so I didn't want to destroy all the tape. I just flipped the lid over. It's laying the other way. You can see the magnets that hold the face on. Some of them. Those big metal guys right there. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to be I'll be propping the LCD up here shortly and going in for the hard drive. Alright, there's been numerous minor differences taking my computer apart versus the videos I've seen online. Like I had this little clip, you can see right there, where the heat sensor wire fit in. This pad was fitted over the top, it's just a little foam pad. The sensor wires, in my case, were taped to the hard drive chassis with this little piece of Scotchish tape. Same thing that was connecting my iSight wires together. Up here. You can make that out anymore. Right there you can see them glaring. See the tape glaring. So, I'm going to have to pop this little guy off onto the new hard drive. Hopefully he's not secured too securely. Probably move a little piece of tape as well, just for protection. Then there's the little latch that held the hard drive into the iMac chassis. Forgot another unseen in other videos is there's a little kind of a thermal pad. You can make it out real well. First blush, it almost looks like a tiny little row of staples. New wrinkle. Hopefully it'll be slight. You can see on the new hard drive here how the design above the platter is in the molding, the casing to the hard drive. It's a little bit different. Space where our little sensor mount is has a little ramp now, so we can't locate the sensor exactly where it used to be. We'll just have to get it close. I'm going to try again to show you this thing. I got my light working. It's actually kind of foily. Yeah. None of these things seem to want to come off very easily, so I'm going to get a razor blade out and try to coax them a little more aggressively. Alright. Came up easier than expected. All I did was take the flat blade of a screwdriver and apply some good lateral force. Didn't take much. Just force directly applied. There we go. So, this is where I ended up putting it, right on the little ramp. I did have enough adhesive. I think I got it to stick enough for it to matter. I'm pretty sure there's enough cable in there too to get the cable all the way from over here to into that socket. We'll see. Okay, there's a little RF guard right in here, right inside the memory slot. Man, I'm not steady. Anyway, if you aren't careful to thread that in around the memory slot, it will block the memory slot. That's what I found. There's a little patch of it up on the top too. It seemed to play nice. The bottom piece is what I had a problem with. You can see it's a little bit ruffled. I can now get the memory slot door on and it's not touching the memory in any place, so I'm comfortable with it.